rid of those. Okay, do we have vision of it? Nope, that is not in... So we don't have vision of that. So this is what happens when you go through area that you can't see at long range. So I gotta be careful. So I can see the tank's health bar, and I can watch its ammo to see what's happening while it's in there. Alright, so stop for a second. Alright, so I think that and that are dead. Okay, that's dead. Why not throw all the stone? Throw all the stone? Because I want to keep some for when I need it, like if I'm making bricks or concrete. Like, you definitely don't want to throw 100% of a resource away. Just excess, that's all. Okay, I think I've killed all that. Alright, pretty sure I just killed that, so I think these two bases are clear. Let's fall back a bit. Actually, I don't want to leave it out here. If this tank is destroyed, I would be really in trouble for as far as being able to help my base at long range. I shouldn't take risks with it. Also, destroy these trees. Okay. Alright, leave the vehicle. Okay. And get rid of all this. Alright, let's go back to Lab 2. How are you doing? It's built up as far as I've ordered it. It's still awaiting stuff. It is still awaiting stuff. So just leave it running. Bone Zone's still running. Novus, as far as sending stuff up there, we need rockets. Rockets are waiting on low-density structures for the most part. Low-density structures are produced right here, and they are waiting on copper plates. Where are they getting copper plates? From this belt here, which is not enough. Alright. Let's give them... What is this? That's the low-density structure. Okay, let's change this. This is going to get a filter to only grab low-density structure. And then, on the other side of the belt, we are going to put copper plates and deliver some with drone and see if that fixes the clog. Why is the map pixelated? So I am not physically there. My character's on another planet. So when I'm doing stuff on this planet, Novus, I am doing it through like radar and a computer screen. So if I don't have radar in an area, it's like that. Like this is the area I can see on radar, that's the area I can't. So I'm working on expanding. So basically drones can go forward and make a drone port, which has a little radar on it. And then that is like we can leapfrog forward. And once I get far enough forward, I could build like a wall here. And then try to take this base and then build like a wall over here. Or actually maybe like that, because there's also, like, here's a big nest here. Alright, Volcanus. What can we do here, friends? Alright, so, when we last left off, we had this guy building hella pipes by hand. The way you added the copper plates may be blocking the LDS output from the assemblers, not sure. I specifically did them like that to try to not do that, but we can double check. Let's see if I did it wrong. You're right. So then this needs to be here. And then this thing, easiest way to fix this belt when I'm on another planet is just delete the whole belt, and it'll also pick up the stuff that was on it, and then hit Control-Z, like, oops, sorry, wrong button, and then it will put the belt back, but without the mess on it. The mess is in the boxes, and it should get sorted out. Alright, there we go. I do see a problem, though. They can't currently reach that belt. I could do belt weaving. No, either way, I have to change the setup here. Alright, what? Oh, that was an accident. I accidentally closed the screen. Alright, so what I'm doing is making a... Oh shoot, I messed that up. Alright, there. I'm making a long-range grabber. That can pull from the far belt. And then I'm gonna have to get power to these things, because I'm removing the power poles. Alright. You could just rotate the copper plate line. Rotate the copper plate line. I could? Yeah, there's a couple ways we could have done that, but this is fine. This is fine. And they can still get copper plate off this line, but the point was to alleviate the burden on this line, because there was multiple things pulling from it. So, we'll see if that helps a bit. Okay. Volcanus? Okay, and this is basically only getting sulfuric acid when there's sunlight over here. So we also, if possible, need to run a power line over there so that that has 100% uptime. Alright, so now this... I'm gonna delete all of that. And how many power lines do I have? 18. So I'll go ahead and queue up some more. And while I'm waiting on that, grab a whole bunch of materials off the belts. Might actually be easier if I make a few big electric poles. And use that to get the line over there. Alright, so we, yeah, the input, we are getting output of a lot of nice stuff, but it's not at a crazy speed. Alright, big electric pole. Oh, nice. We made just enough. Okay. So that should be enough of that. Except now there's the line is currently full. By the way, Muck, you mentioned that you installed one mod in Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm curious what mod you picked. I installed two. One that makes it to where when you do herb gathering, you stay in first person. By default, it switches you to third person for a moment and then back to first person, and you kind of get like whiplash. And then the other mod I installed, by default, you don't have a targeting reticle when you're aiming the bow, but you do when you're swinging your sword. So what I did was I made it to where I added a mod where you keep the reticle all the time, because by default you lose it when you're swinging the bow for some reason. Let's see, we need iron and steel. Oh no, 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 I grabbed way too much. I was thinking the belt was sparse, and I forgot I was putting stuff in boxes. That's part of it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now we've got a buffer for sulfuric acid, which means that these should start oh, I don't have radar over there. They should start working again as needed. Okay. How's this going? Needs electric circuits. Alright, so my end result here, or my end goal, is I would like to start a long line over here where I could start constructing stuff. And have a belt for each of these things, mainly. I'm not sure if I should do the thing where I have a, what is it, a foundry making, like, gears and all? Because for every foundry, I think, hold on, do I have another one that I can look at for a sec? Okay, I can do the blueprint thing. Okay, for every foundry that we have running, doesn't it take calcite, or is it just certain ones? No, gear takes molten iron and makes iron gear wheels. Or iron sticks. You can combine plastic with molten iron and molten copper to make low-density structure. You can make... Yeah. So it's... Shoot, freaking math. So I can turn a molten copper into copper plates, and then turn copper plates into wire, or I can turn the molten copper directly into copper wire. All right. I'm opening Notepad. All right, so 20 molten copper is 2 plates. Math! 20 molten copper equal 2 plate. Or 5 molten copper equal 2 cable. 5 molten copper equal 2 cable. So, 20 molten copper equal 8 cable. Okay, so by default, if I make copper cable, copper wire, whatever it is, copper cable, it's 1 plate for, what is it, 1 plate for 1 cable? So this turns basically 2 plates into 8 cable. Wait, what? That's way more efficient. Huh? It's exactly the same amount. I don't know if it is. $20 molten copper is 2 plates. Or 20 molten copper is 8 cable. So I think you're getting 4 times as much. It's like, let's see, if I make a gear, it's 2 iron plate for 1 gear. Alright, so it's better to use foundries for as much of this stuff as possible. Alright, so in that case, hang on. Let's rethink our setup here. And foundries have built-in productivity. Yeah, I noticed that they had a thing there. Yeah, and I don't want to do the math on all the other things, like the gears and stuff, but so I'm guessing that they are going to be impressive also. Alright, so this one will be copper wire. What's your first base working on? Let's see. Well, right now, I've got these... Oh, nice. I've got this brand new platform and this experienced platform are both chilling here. This one is waiting on components, and the other one is just getting started. They're both in orbit above Novus and getting rocket ships full of parts as often as possible. That's what's currently happening. Research. What's going on with research? It's taking forever. Where's the labs? Purple science is short. Let's check purple again. Purple is waiting on productivity modules. Productivity modules are waiting on red chips. Red chips are waiting on plastic. Okay. Do we have an excess of oil? Yes, we do. Alright, so in that case, I guess... we can add more plastic production. Some belts being full is giving me OCD. We get there when we get there. Let's see, that... Alright, now it has access to the oil line. And petroleum gas is connected to the main line. Water's connected to the main line. Light oil's connected to the main line. Heavy oil, not connected. Now it's connected to the main line. Okay. that should help a bit. Oil pipe currently doing its thing. Let's see, while I'm waiting, delete tree order. Get rid of all that. Alright, how's the expansion up here going? Alright, let's do blueprint. I've got a thing that I made earlier I'll just reuse here. It's called diagonal wall. And then we've got one for flat wall. And then do that and fill in the little gaps. And extend a power line down. All right. So give them time to do that. Lab 2, still waiting on things. Bone Zone, still building. Volcanus. Is the foundry made? Okay. Let's see. Okay, we don't have an output for plastic currently, so let's just build that here. Okay, so now we've got access to plastic. And grab that foundry. And now it's going to start making copper wire. I'm gonna do the splitter trick to get a fully saturated belt again. And prepare a box for a buffer for later. Looks like I need to make some inserters over here. Okay, so that's going. And let's see, this is for later on. I got a roboport there charging. Is power okay right now? I think it's okay. Alright, the buffer boxes are filling up, so the belts will saturate soon. I think next thing is to get a foundry making gears. So we're going to need another foundry. Concrete's on the way. We're going to need... Wait, is concrete on the way? No. Because the idiot who made this setup, which was me, messed it up. Okay. Okay, now concrete's being delivered, but green ships. I still have to do green ships by hand. Which will take a lot less time if I grab wires off the belt instead of making them by hand. Steam engine's not running? Steam engines aren't running because the power grid was full and they weren't needed. Like, they're only kicking in like when the sun goes down and the solar is not enough at the moment. Alright, can I underground belt this? Okay. What the heck? There. Okay. I don't have cliff explosives yet. When do I get that? I know that's here somewhere. Search cliff explosive. I need metallurgic science pack. Where is that? I need tungsten steel. To get that, I have to craft a big mining drill. Which I know I got the recipe for that while I was on this planet. Big mining drill. Requires molten iron, which means I can't craft this by hand. Or it would just burn my hand really bad. So that's made it a foundry, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Electric mining drill plus tungsten carbide electric engine unit advanced circuit. Okay, we'll come back to that. All right, gears next. And gears, we're gonna move that. We're gonna need an underground pipe to get this past these belts. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, we can make this work. Just have to make some slight adjustments there. Okay, there we go. All right, and then that can make gears. Let's go back and check on this sucker. Green chips. And another box right here for that. Although we're gonna limit this one because that's insane. Alright, Novus. Okay, that little defensive wall has been built. There are still biters over there. Okay, where is our tank? Drive remotely. Send this guy on out. He's gonna take care of the problem, and we don't have to do it blind this time. Oh, there's a bunch of oil up there too. Ram it! All right. While I'm over here, Actually, you know what? No, that's a risk. That is a risk I don't need to take. Again, I mentioned it earlier, but losing this tank would be very rough. Because if anything else happens over here, this is my main problem solver. So let's not do that. All right, so next up, what I want to do is just find a patch of iron. Oh god. That's a long way. Oh god, chat, do I do trains again? I don't know if I do trains again. Meh. I think I might have to do another train. Oh, it's so disgusting. I think I do. For the income. Alright. So first off that. And then these to make it like a separate circuit. And then, whoa! Wait, can it actually just join onto that? I mean, okay, hold on. I guess it could just branch off of this one. I just have to get good.